Man, I love a nice smooth transition. Let's see. Oh, you're not going anywhere, eh, Baylor? I'll put you to the test. Are you here right now? I sound like a needy housewife. Putting you to the test. I know you said you would, but I'm insecure. Sounds like me in real life, actually. Like when the wife gets out at 6 o'clock, but it's like, I told myself that it was 5. Why aren't you home yet? Okay, so it looks like I got a few playthroughs. These all look like the same though, so let's pick that. Let's delete that. Actually, I feel like I should be deleting the bottom one. Well, the bottom one looks like it's the last one I worked on. I think these are all the same file, but I just pushed it off a little bit more. So let's erase the first one. Yes. Yes. Bye-bye. Okay. Anyways. Do I want to call myself Link? No, I want to call myself 2xTyler. However, if the person that's claiming is with us is actually with us, then I might give said person naming rights to the horse. We'll see if he's actually here, though. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. L. Actually, that feels kind of corny. I feel like I need that in lowercase. It's gonna freak me out if it's... I'll give him exactly 30 seconds to announce that he is alive and well. I'll let you name the horse any damn word you want, or name. Otherwise, I'm just gonna name him something silly. Better watch out. I'm gonna disgrace... Oh. I'm gonna disgrace this horse. Can you disgrace it first? I don't know. I don't think he's out there, people. That really stinks because... Oh no. Oh no. I'm starting to move it. I'm starting to... Oh gosh, I think I'm starting to name it something. And... I don't think he's here. Okay. Then I will take the honor of naming said horse. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Cut. There we go. Oh, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Wait, do I want to do hero mode? Yeah, I played it in hero mode. I want to play it in normal mode. Let me enjoy it. Let me, get my main experience out of the way. I don't want to torture myself. Maybe once I play it once through and I feel good about it, then maybe I'll do hero mode, but I've done hero mode enough times on these things that it's not really it's more for bragging rights, but it's not entertaining whatsoever. It's actually really miserable. This is going to be a complete change. I love how we're getting like a weird soliloquy. Well, I mean, technically it's a monologue since Link isn't talking. It's just more he's talking to a rock that is in the shape of Link. So take that too for what you will if that's really him talking to somebody. Also, the font looks really weird in this. Kind of different. You have your mother's eyes. You've never been to Hyrule, right? Yeah. This is the Link shake Barack, essentially. Oopia. Great. So he's trying to encourage me to explore the world and enjoy the company of everybody. Link. Show some emotion, dude. if there's a, like, there's always one thing I notice and I appreciate about Zelda games is the music, and they know how to give like a good atmospheric music. There we go. Don't want to screw up too crazy here. Oh, do you hear that? The xylophone. A lot of people you just don't hear that normally. So just hearing that stuff, just the tiniest details. Oh, yeah. Love how I made that noise and my dog looked up at me and was like, what are you doing? Have some self-control, dude. It's like, I'm sorry. It's me, I swear. Nice kid. I wonder where he gets the hair from. Not the hairstyle. That's his own choice. Or probably his father's choice. Or his mother's choice. I don't know. 2018, it could be anybody. Maybe it's the dog's choice. Okay, there's Epona, and there's Ilya. Ilya just steal my horse? Oh, hey, Baylor, what's up? Welcome back. It's funny you should say that. I had personally waited for you, young mister. I was going to give you the honor of naming my horse. Unfortunately, some reason the horse named itself? Ugh. Don't worry. We can nickname him after whatever the horse's name actually is if you really want to. Like, some reason we named the statues in the Tower of the Gods Timmy, Jimmy, and Kimmy. So the horse's name is Trogdor. He was a man. He was also a dragon man. Or maybe it's just a dragon. His name was still Trogdor. Sorry, I'm making a terrible song reference. I think he had to reset it because Oh, Grandma's calling. Nope, not today, Grandma. Sorry. Yeah, you can name the horse from the very beginning when you're naming yourself, and the second question asked is like, hey, what's your horse's name? Yep, you can totally, like, you only get one horse, but you can still, name it whatever you want to, so. I know this sounds like a stupid question. Have you ever played Twilight Princess, or is this your first time actually, like, looking at something like it? Nah. Thank you, Ilya. Link doesn't even look happy. It's like, smile a little bit, please. He's like giving like a sly smirk grin look. I don't even know what the heck you would call it. Trogdor works really hard, so I thought, her name is really Epona, or Epona. I like calling her Epona, but technically it probably should be Epona. Some crap. I absolutely agree. And it's weird because in Twilight Princess HD, which is what we're playing right now, the normal version does one version where, the world is mirrored to where Link is left-handed. And then the hero version does the opposite. I don't know which one is which, but I think Link, unfortunately, is right-handed in this one. And you're right. He should definitely be a lefty. It stinks that in one of the versions it had to be like that for Twilight Princess, but it makes sense because the whole game was, mirrored in one version versus the other. But then they did the same thing in Skyward Sword where Link was right-handed. It's like there are actually a lot of left-handed people in the world. So when you play with the motion controls, yeah, it's mirrored for the Wii. Yes. The question is though, in this situation. Is this the GameCube version glorified, or is this the Wii version glorified? So I don't know if Link is left or right-handed in this one. But he's holding the thing in his right hand, so I'm thinking he's probably right-handed. AKA the Wii version, if you want to call it that. Now, I was talking about how they used the pan flute pretty well in the Wind Waker. They do a good job here in the main theme for Ordon Village well. They keep it nice and simple. I really appreciate it when they go to Kakariko Village, but this is a nice and simple tune. Oh, this is totally weird to me because everything... I think I'm used to playing the opposite version because I'm used to seeing the mirror over here. Yeah, everything's mirrored for me in my head. So I think it's because I played the hero mode and then, you know, I got the 100% completion. He should have been, yeah, a lefty. Actually, that's not something I really thought about. I guess he was right-handed, wasn't he? And then there was no benefit to that, like in terms of controls, so that's interesting. I wonder why they gave up him being a left-handed person. I mean, if you think about it, the only two games that they really focused that on was Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And then slowly but surely they started, you know, burning that down. I mean, was he left-handed in Wind Waker? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I closed my eyes and I pictured it, so I think he was. But then they just, like, started murdering the idea just immediately. Big scene near the Wii. I really don't understand what, forgive me, Billy. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong, but I guess I don't understand what you're trying to say with that one. Don't worry. I'll understand soon. With, good context clues. I love good context clues. Alright, so there's no actual time limit, so I can take my time just annoying these guys. Hey, get in there, mister. And then spooky. Show your moves. You got the touch, man. Always got the touch. No problem, person with overlarge nose. I feel like if you gave him green skin and red hair, he could easily be the son of Ganondorf. Want to practice with the fences? Yeah, sure. Just wait. I love how he wanted me to hurry up to take care of all the goats, but he's like, oh, stay here for an hour and a half and I'll set up the fences for you. That way we can practice. Have a jump, and let's go. Let's get out of here. Ah! Why would he do that? Oh, absolutely. And it makes sense that it's right-handed, like I said, because it's motion-controlled. Twilight Princess, the control, is just waggling the controller, so it didn't really feel all that completely needed. But, it did really want it to, since they had the GameCube version and the Twilight Princess version of that. I don't know if it's making me actually go through all of these. It said if I was bored. Okay, I just gotta apparently catch up speed. They could have easily made him left-handed and right-handed, just depending on how the player felt like during the time. It was overkill. And then, of course, they took that out completely in Skyward Sword because, same logic, apparently they didn't want to make a new character model. Character model, with the whole motion, all that setup, because it used Motion Plus, would have been a lot harder with Skyward Sword, but they could have spent some time working on it. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I don't think, anyways. Maybe certain fights, like against Girahim, like that first fight in the first dungeon, and the way he handles you, maybe you get a bigger advantage if you're facing the opposite direction, the opposite hand. Oh shit, the brats are here. Relax, man. I was trying to party hard, okay? I stayed up all night just trying to enjoy myself, and here you are just freaking ruining my day. Killing my high, dude. I love how, wait, where's my bed? Okay, actually, where's my bed? Where's my bed? It's all the way up there on the top? Wait. Are they trying to say that's my bed? No. Well, obviously my bed's not right there. Oh, it's gonna make me look out there. I was just trying to walk and backflip over. I'm cool and actually... Oh, cool. That's an interesting way of doing it. A cool hawk up there, too. Okay. Fantastic. Don't make me ever do that again. Please, game. No! I walked away. How would you do this to me? We're good. Okay. I'll take the ladders then. Okay, so I got a little stipulation of concern here. Being okay with Link's house. There's no bed for him, as far as I saw so far. I'm gonna look around real quick. There's nothing out there. Where's Link's bed? Does Link sleep in the floor? Does he sleep in the carpet? It's way too dark for him to consider that the bed. And that up there is way too small to be, you know, considered. Maybe that's a table of some sort. Don't tell me that was his bed. Does he sleep in the furnace? Because he belongs in hell? I don't know. Or is this... Link does not have a bed in his house. Why is he not sleep? Okay, whatever. Like, it'd be okay even if he had, like, a floor mat or something, or a sign of a floor mat, because, you know, Japan. What's up, kids? What's going on? Oh, they're selling the slingshot. Cool. I wonder how powerful it is. I must try it. Yeah, I can't afford it either. I'm pretty broke, dude. Nah, I mean, I have a feeling the water wheel would be a lot more enjoyable than a slingshot. Like, you can make a little bit more money out of that. Hey, my first rupee. Da-da-da-da. Wait, I probably should, like, try breaking it if I want actual legit money. Oh, 5. Ah, he's ecstatic. I'm hoping in the HD version they fix the whole thing where if you got max rubies, they don't make you put back the amount into the chest. I really hope so. Yeah, honestly, you hate the baby. I hate this whole group. Like, I wish I could say any of them had redeemable features. Baby's annoying, Tallow, Tallow, and then you got the kids. The girl is a little bit snotty, but she's kind of weird. And this guy, you know, he tries to have a redemption arc. Still don't care for it. Not my thing. The only person I really like about all of them is probably Ilya. But even then, it's kind of pushing it. Oh, they gave me a heart. I was like, what is that red thing? So in the meantime, they want me to get a slingshot. So in order to do that, I got to cash in, you know, on my local bank supplies over here, which are essentially all the trees. Let's see. I think I need 30 total. And so I'm not even halfway. There's some things I can do around the place over there once I go inside town to get some cash, but honestly, the easiest way is to cash into some of the stuff over here. Some rocks, there's a couple of tunnels and all that stuff I can sneak into. Rocks galore. Link has a weird thing to where, you know, his entire bank supply he keeps in the local forest. He does believe by planting money he does get interest. I don't know whether it works for him, but so far all he has is a common denomination, aka green rupees. So I don't think it's actually working out for him all that much. However, I could be wrong. He could have planned it earlier, you know, and then when he was trying to withdraw and get the money for it, you know, he got charged the, you know, pulling out your early fee. You're not going to get all the interest you're promised because you, you know, early withdrawal and all that stuff. So kind of like a certificate of deposit, a CD. So I think that's my argument here. He planned it properly and did everything okay, but since the game is requiring me to withdraw early, I'm taking all the penalties. It really sucks. Or I'm full of shit, one of the two. It could be either. You know. Okay, so normally there's coins in here, but looks like that's not until later in the game. I think it's when, yeah, it's 100% when Ilya takes Epona away. So there's that. That was a fun walk. Let's see, I'm at 19, so I need 11 more coins. I can't go that way. There's a couple of trees, though. The trees got coins. Just give me 10. Just give me 10. And you can give me 1, then we'd be all happy. But no, they're stingy. There's one thing I didn't like in the very beginning of the game is the fact that I need to get a bunch of money. 30 for this, and then I need to panic and get 100 for the lantern. And getting 100 for the... Oh, no, it was 100 for the bottle, I believe, for the oil. The lantern's free. There we go. We are officially 2/3 of the way there to getting... I'm kind of worried that by hitting these trees too much, I might be actually over-withdrawing. Might be getting overdraft fees right now. Oh, whoops. That was a bad check. That was a bad check. I bounced. Let's see. Give me some of that cha-ching, cha-ching. No, nothing. Man, this place is brutal for music. Or not music. It's great for music. go. Okay, fine. Let's go in town and see if I can get some buckaroos that way. I just need 8 more. 8 more is easy to get, right? Nice and easy. So, let's see. I can go up there, but I don't want to do that yet. Now, I can get money this way. Yeah, I don't care. But I think they yell at me if I destroy too many. So let's see what happens. Money. I don't want money. Is that one actually growing, or is it just sitting there? I think it's just sitting there. Okay, got that. And let's see. Yeah, he's gonna yell at me. I love how he just yells at me, don't waste food, but then does not give any input whatsoever about that. Now over here, I think I can do the same thing. But 100% does not say anything over here, I don't think. So, and unless he's gonna find me for money, or if he's just gonna yell at me, then, you know, who cares? Eh. I don't even like that guy. He makes fun of me. And we are 1 rupee short of becoming a slingshot master. Oh! Apparently, I'm going to cash in and just make the big bucks because I got 35. Now, I do believe that... Is this the store? I don't know. No, I don't think... No, this is not the store. This is the kid's house. Which is really interesting because I think the only time we come in here is when we need to get the weapon, I believe. The sword. Maybe the shield. One of the two. One of the two. Either or. Who cares? Okay, so get to the store, get to the slingshot. If I really want to, I can scare the crap out of a guy by slingshotting down a wasp nest. Let's see. Now, I'm looking for... Does this have the little catnap? Because, like I said, everything's mirrored to me, so it freaks me out. Here we go. Okay. I want to... Like, in my head, the Gorons are over to the left instead of to the right. So we're... Once I get that far, I'll figure out if I, remember everything right, or if it's going to be mirrored for me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. I need to... this is the first time I actually encountered this to where I didn't get the cat's attention yet. So let's go get the fishing pole. Which means I actually had to talk to this Yahoo, but I really don't want to, so I'm not. He's like, oh, shucks, mister, you could have, targeted me down there. Yeah, that's her cat. That's the cat she was talking about. Yep, he wants to fish. Also, you look like you could headbutt the hell of a guy. Full credit to you, you got a mean headbutt ability right there. But yeah, your talking is not your strong suit. I'm not gonna lie here. Oh, come on! Was that really necessary? Oh, you're gonna make me do this all over again. And boop. There we go. Hee hee hee. Hey, long time no see, stranger. Nice knowing you. You're doing okay. Thank you. Boop. Boop. There's some money. Oh, you're gonna make me actually blow it. You can't do it. Okay, fine. Cool. Play the song of my people. Now, when you think of... Actually, there's a building back there that we never actually get to look at. What's... Oh, interesting. Let's do 1 second. Failure. I am just gonna target this turkey. Let's see. The island where Rita lives is Death Mountain. That would make easy sense, right? I mean, is that really a theory? Because it almost feels like that would be almost confirmed. Now... Oh, crap. I goofed up. Wait. Can I do this? Can I fix this? If I push this over to the river, it should be fine, actually. I mean, the Gorons live in Death Mountain, but the Gorons do not exist in, Wind Waker, so it would be easy enough to, surmise that, right? It is interesting because since we just went from Wind Waker to Twilight Princess, we are going into completely opposite directions in terms of timeline continuity. Because in Wind Waker, we defeat Ganondorf and seal him in the sword, and therefore back into the the naughty realm where he was at. However, in Twilight Princess, we go back to our kid form, stop him from causing an insurrection, and then we execute him, or try to at least. So it's interesting that it comes up like that. Also, I think this is the only game that suggests that there's a lady that's pregnant. I thought that was interesting that they did something like that. Actually, I can speed this up. Let's say I can walk there and she'll magically teleport. I forget. This is in fact a child timeline. Yes, because you got two timelines. Oh, you got the timeline where he defeats Ganon, seals him the sword and all that stuff. And then he goes back in time. If he goes back to the child timeline after sealing it off, he'll go off to Majora's Mask, and he doesn't come back, which leads to Wind Waker storyline. However, like I said, if he goes back and stops him instead of sealing him away, and he just kind of beats him down by brute force by warning the king, then yes, this would be the child timeline technically as well. Because you got adult timeline sealed away, leads to Majora's Mask, and then Wind Waker, and then you got child timeline where you stopped early, and then it leads to this. I think. If you want to correct me, go right ahead. Because let's be honest about the Zelda timeline. It's a little muddy water. Even though we got the Hyrule Historia saying otherwise. It's somewhere up there where it's like, okay. Then you got that crazy YouTube video. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is something. Because, I had originally thought Breath of the Wild was going to be the beginning of everything. But, kind of like Skyward Sword. But it's somewhere. That's probably the safest answer. It's somewhere. Okay, so they hooked me up with a fishing tool. Also cool, like Wind Waker, I can move everything over and select it immediately from the this thing. Now, it's interesting because this is actually only the second time I played the HD version. The first time I made a silent Let's Play of me playing this completely through 100%. However, this time, obviously, I'm talking with people. Hello, Baylor. And, it feels weird. It feels weird. I only played it twice. Or, sorry, I played it once. This would be my second playthrough. So, I'm glad I'm able to like, pick this up and get it back into the game, because this is a good game. It's worth giving a second shot. Oh, whoops, sorry. The fish were trying to tease me, and I teased the fish right back. Go ahead and get a big old mighty tug. Oh, it's cool that they let the fish go up to get actual drink. There we go. Ah! Oh, really? That was it? Okay, I goofed up. Go ahead and a nice strong tug downwards, please. And there's a big old fishy going for the kill. Go ahead, go ahead. There we go. Just wiggle it back and forth. Surely this is prime pro fishing right here. Wow, Ringo. Now, I'm sorry, but if... Oh, this is interesting. I'll start, I'll let Cat do its thing. Fishy. Cat's really energetic. Good job, kitty. So, two things I want to note there. The first one is pro fishing. Just gotta waggle your arm back and forth, and the fish will eventually pull itself out. Even though even if you're waggling a stick back and forth, that doesn't decrease the amount of string. The second thing I want to point out is in the GameCube and Wii version, you got to catch two fish, because the first one it will stay in on the fishing pole and you can't get rid of it. But when you fish for the second one, it will drop the first fish and then, or the second fish, we don't know, and that's what triggers the cutscene, and then the cat keeps going. But this one, it just kind of gave me a pity. Let's see, Baylor. There are two popular theories about Breath of the Wild. One, it brings all three timelines back together. Two, Breath of the Wild is by itself and retelling of all of the Zelda games. You know what? Why not both? I don't know. Sure. Oh, did we see Left Hand confirmed? I wasn't paying attention. Did we get the good one? I hope so. I really hope so. You got me excited, Baylor. I'm really hoping it's left-handed, because now I kind of want to support left hand forever. Okay, got milk in the bottle. Can't believe she just gave me a empty plastic container. Okay, whatever, dude. Come on. Or sorry, lady. And slingshot. Okay, good. Got it. Got it. Come to daddy. Let's see. Lava and milk. No, I'm good. I'm good on all of that. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, I guess the best way for me to confirm with you, because I wasn't paying the least bit of attention, would be to pull out the fishing pole. And he has it in his left hand. Oh, good eye, mister. I think we actually might be on the right track here. Okay, well, let's head on back to the house, which is that away, because everything's mirrored. I'm not screwing the head right now. Still doesn't confirm to me whether or not I'm playing the game I'm used to or not, because I tell myself I am. I could be wrong. If I had to go over to the left when I leave this village to head towards Goron or Death Mountain, then yes, this is the version I play. If I got to go to the right, it's gonna really mess with me because I would be like, oh, what's going on here? I'm going to the right. Triforce is on the left hand, which is typically where they depict it as. Yes, absolutely. Well, man, that guy kind of feels like he ducked down to me. Okay, kids, I got the slingshot. Let's do this. Oh, gosh. Lady, you're way too young for me. Please be careful how you handle these things. Or you're just a kid. Maybe, just act any way you want to. Go on, go out. Okay, so I got a target with this beautiful thing. Unplug. Time to get serious. Operations complete. Oh, I gotta hit the targets and the scarecrow. And Baylor, if you ever hesitate to speak your mind, you want to talk about something and say something to me, I'll be very upset with you. My point being is I'm very happy when people chat with me. I love interacting with chatters. And so if I can find a chatty catty that just loves talking about Zelda, hey, I'm in heaven. I'd be sweet. Yeah, that's Christmas for me. Okay, so anyways, previously, let's blow that guy up. Oh, missed. That was just a warning shot, but this one's for real, sonny boy. Yeah, the aiming system's a lot better in this version. Ah, yeah, oh god, I missed. That was just, again, a warning shot. Show your moves. Well, that one a lot easier than I expected. Probably gonna be a lot harder when I go against Virus, but that's okay. Oh, did he? Oh, he's probably... Oh. I love how this kid is like, I command you to toss. Eat shit, kid. I don't have anything to say to you. None of your business. Leo, I told a very intelligent 2-year-old to eat shit. This is what Zelda does to you people. Come on. Okay, so... instead of putting it in a parcel... he officially put it into this heavy chest. Now this chest, look at it. This chest has got to be hundreds of pounds. So let's say estimate about 300 pounds. Because, well, actually, it's probably heavier. That's iron and steel right there, people. Colin's dad brought that in. And then climbed the ladder. It could have just put in a regular wooden treasure chest. Now, I'm wondering if this blanket right here, maybe that's my blanket, and I just toss it in the middle of the floor and I sleep on the floor. Look, I'm trying to... no, actually, no, it's technically a window. You got one up there, too. I'm still trying to figure out where the hell Link sleeps in this house. Do I only play Nintendo games? No, I do have a PlayStation 4. In fact, I've been playing a lot of Persona 4 and 5. On the Vita and PlayStation 4, respectively. And, of course, there's quite a few games I've been playing on the PS4. Been playing some a little bit of Kingdom Hearts to try to catch up and be ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. But when it comes to streaming, I'm probably going to only play Nintendo games because A, no one touches the Nintendo Wii U, so I can stream with it easily. And B, so many troubles that I get with the PlayStation 4 because I got to deactivate, I think it's called HCPC or something like that. The thing that protects and kind of scrambles the HDMI symbol or signal. And if I turn that off, it will work. Yeah, I do have a PS4, Switch, Wii U, and then Amanda, my wife, has a Super Nintendo hidden up somewhere. Then, of course, we got a bunch of 3DSs just littered around the house, and a single Vita, which was a doorstop until the recent. What?
Dang, girl.
Dang, girl. Okay.
Gaming system.
Yes?
Got a lot of gaming.
Yeah, we all got a lot of gaming systems. But I just wanted to, you know, I think I really wanted to stream the Wii U specifically because it's really underappreciated. Because the Wii U only sold 13.5 million in the course of it. Like this, we're talking about the course of 6 years now. Yeah, about 6. It's about 5-6 years old right now, and it only has 13.5 million sold, and you know it's been discontinued. And meanwhile, in the first year and a half, 2 years, the Switch has already surpassed it and is pushing towards doubling it. And so a lot of people have not played these kind of games, especially the HD version. In fact, I think people only bought like 2.5 to 3 million copies of this game in particular. Whereas, you know, a lot of the games, you know, we're talking like 10, 20 million. So these games get under the radar by a lot of people, but they still want to look to see if, you know, if it's worth them playing. So I think it's worth giving a shot. Ooh, the stab attack. Oh, please, the stand. Oh, whoops. That was so great, but that wasn't the stab. Yes, I know. Ugh. What? That's weird. Okay, so I'm Z-targeting. Moving forward, press B. There we go, okay. It's weird, because for some reason it didn't act like it wanted to stab the first couple times. I know that snotty-ass baby's talking shit. Gets me riled up. I like the side eye and everything, just like, look at me, I'm the angry. I wasn't even paying attention. What am I doing here? Oh, I was doing the spin attack? Okay, sorry. I was too busy trash talking the baby. The baby. Oh yeah, I was just... Great. So the baby is a little snot rag that's also a walking version of the paper tutorial that came with this game. And the baby's like, "Wow." Unfortunately, we do got to keep talking to the baby later on in the game too, so we got to keep interacting with it. Alright, so I'm going to say for the record, I'm probably going to wrap it up around 9 p.m., which to me is 44 minutes. So I got 44 minutes to have some fun with this. So once I hit that, I'm going to save and call it. But don't worry, that's 45 minutes that we can have fun and chit-chat and do whatever else we do. Let's see. So I think I tried asking you, but I'm not sure if it came along. How far are you in Skyward Sword right now in your playthrough? Did you go this way? Yeah, I think it did. Right, I got the fight with the wooden sword. If you did say I completely missed it, I'm sorry for that. Out of the way, baby. Hero coming through. Big hero coming through. Look at me, I'm so cool. Ah, you got the third flame. I don't know who I talked with specifically. Somebody was playing Twilight Princess and told me how they got, you know, beat the second dungeon, but I know you were talking about streaming Skyward Sword. You got the third flame last night, so you were pushing towards the end of the game already. You were rocking it, dude. Good work, by the way. You know, that was the first game I tried beating. Wait, oh, do I need the horse? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I tried beating the game on hero mode, but it was one of the games I could not beat. I got to the final fight, but well, I didn't get to the final fight. It's that part where you get to the very end, and then there's moblins everywhere, or bokoblins, whatever you want to call them. And I couldn't get past them to get to gear him for his fight, and they just overwhelmed me so hard that I just couldn't beat him, and I gave up. So there's that. Definitely played it and loved it, though. Honestly, though, I think it's due that I give it a shot sometime very soon. I think... Okay, yeah, that's right. I understand. I goofed up. I shouldn't be going that way just yet. Let me talk to this guy. Actually... Yeah, I am gonna need the lantern from this guy. Can I get off? No. Just call it. I guess I can speak to him. Fine, that works. And an Ordonian. Hey, guy. What's up? I love how the... Yeah, okay. Just go ahead and give me a lantern. Yeah, thank you for the lantern. You know, I think that game is one of the games I've beaten the least. I think I've only beaten it 2, maybe 3 times at the most. So you definitely got me beat in terms of beating that game. I just think, yeah, it's been an incredible while. I think I'm due. I think I'm gonna make Skyward Sword after this one. The problem is though, Twilight Princess is gonna take a while, unless I start playing it through like crazy, like I have been. Because Wind Waker, you know, I just beat it throughout the weekend, but I think there's gonna be a good chance where I can play some more Twilight Princess, get through that real quick, and maybe work on Skyward Sword because I'm almost getting excited for that. But I should be getting excited about Twilight Princess because it's a good game. Alright, so Talos dropped the place sword. Okay, also I realized I called the little brat Talos, and it's his older brother that's Talo. And I do believe that it's in fact Mallow that is the little brat baby. I just want to correct myself because I'm wrong. I'm not against admitting whenever I'm wrong, so I wanted to do that now and get that out of the way. Really? You're gonna make me do this? Okay, fine. There, good. Put that away. Save the oil. You got little evil rat things. That's wonderful. Oof. Oh, that's right. It's mirrored. Like I said, I'm so used to going the other way. Yeah, I definitely playing the mirrored version of what I'm used to. Yeah, 10 rupees. Puts me one step closer towards the 100 I need, so. And this guy has done way too much damage to allow me to let him live whatsoever. Oh, yeah. I don't know what I expected, honestly, with that one. I deserve that. There we go. And the rat. Screw you, rat. Get out of here. Fight me. What up? Alright, so there's gonna be goblins, bats, and other plants in here. I can milk for money if I want to. Still weird because the draw distance on Wind Waker was terrible. Oh gosh. But, you know, it got better in Wind Waker HD. Twilight Princess is a similar boat where the draw distance was kind of rough originally, but wasn't as bad as Wind Waker. But you can definitely see a lot further than HD. Now you can see they do a lot of fog off in the distance to hide that drawback, so they still do something, but it's not incredibly bad. Now I realize I'm walking over here looking for a cave that doesn't exist, because if it was over there in my head, then in reality it's going to be over on this side. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I'm going to get stuck over here now. Let's see. Oh. Well, it sounds like somebody wants to talk to me about, Oh, hey, what's up? What's up? Also, didn't like those guys at all. They just don't look, fitting for this game. Oh, wow, he just gave me it instantly, okay. Okay, so where's this cave that I magically thought up in my head? Oh, but that guy's over there. But then the cave was in fact over there. So now did I just mix it up twice? I think I just Mandela affected myself twice, where I was like, oh, the mirror's over here, but in fact I was right, it was over there. Jeez, that was crazy. You can see forever in Breath of the Wild, 100%, dude. It was ridiculous how well you can see that far. In fact, you can see it far enough that you can see it so far that you can see places that you can't even go to. Try. Yeah. Well, have you ever seen what happened when you try to go, get over the chasm and whatnot? It's not pretty. You pretty much hit a kind of invisible wall and then you die. Not die, but yeah. Here's the cave. Which makes sense, because if you look at the mini-map, the cave is right there. I don't know why I didn't think otherwise. Maybe because I'm a dum-dum. I don't know. One of the two. Let's see. Yep. These little hooktail bats. Oh, money, money, money. Bats don't give any money, really? Okay. Small key. Small key is a good key. Go, torch that up. Torch that up. And I think this will give me my first heart piece. You know, the 1 of 5 that I need in order to get a full container because this game is stupid about that. That is my opinion, mine only. I'm not sure by others and all the crap. Whatever. Seriously, the fact that you need 5 of them instead of 4, like the logic is like, oh, we can put more challenges and fun for you. No, no, you don't. You could have made it like super money or. Actually, I mean, this is really. Just give me more heart pieces, like total heart containers. I mean, you know, it would have been weird. Yes, instead of having 20, it could have had 24. Who cares? God forbid, you know, we break past it because we did in Breath of the Wild where we're like. We don't get standard 20 heart containers. We can do a boatload if we really wanted to. Yeah, in this game, you need 5 heart containers, heart pieces to get a heart container. It's the only game that is currently available in Zelda history that does that. It was the one unique thing that was very frustrating. Oh, man, these guys almost got me. That's another thing that's different. We don't have the parry system. We have something similar that we'll learn in like secret techniques. Let's see. Can I? Oh, I can't even look at. Oh, if I push start. Oh. Wait. Oh. This is weird. How am I supposed to? Oh, I pressed down. See, if you look at it, you can see the way the heart and can't see it all that well. It's because I'm in the way here. Let me move myself for a second. Let's see. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, God. What have I done? I've done something terrible. Let's see. Move me. There we go. Get me out of the way for a second. See how each part over here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's structured real weird. And yeah, that's 5 heart pieces. Ridiculous, dude. Anyways, hopefully I didn't like do any like crazy breaking right there. Let's see. Everything looks good. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay, let's keep moving. The armor guy that teaches the new moves. If you want to tell me the theory about it, he was supposed to be the one of the former Links that was in the failed timeline, I guess you could say. It's usually everybody's favorite thoughts. So, I mean, if you want to tell me otherwise, great. If not, then that would be my guess. I'm waiting for you to give me like a wild conspiracy theory, though. I would totally be into that. He was in fact Ganondorf from Wind Waker. Oh! He wasn't even supposed to be in this timeline, but that makes so much sense. Not really, but who cares? Yeah, okay, Ocarina Link. Okay, that makes sense. So if that's the case, I want to humor you here. How long do you think, hands up, how long do you think Ganondorf was in the Twilight Realm? Because if you played this game enough times, you know that Ganondorf was supposed to be executed after you got defeated in Ocarina of Time Link's existence. However, things didn't go well and they got sent to the Twilight Realm. And so, with that, like, was he in there for hundreds of years? Was he in there for 20 years, 50 years? Because the Ocarina Link to the armored guy, as you call him, he looks ancient. So are we talking like 500 years maybe or something like that? Like how far back are we going here? Why is he wearing that crazy looking helmet? That's not Link's helmet. Weird. I do like the idea. It's fun to subscribe to the theory. I don't mean to challenge you on it. It's like looking further into it. Then it brings into question how far or how much time passed between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess when Ganondorf, quite alive, in fact. He's like, oh, I'm gonna run away. Meanwhile, his dad was standing over there 5 feet away. Whoops. 100 years after Ocarina. Okay, I can see that. So then that would mean that Ocarina of Time happened. Ganondorf got beaten in the child timeline. He gets sentenced, executed, does not work. Gets sent back to the Twilight Realm for 100 years. So it takes them 100 years to convince Sant somehow, or the entire group of people, to get back into Hyrule, which is kind of questionable, but I'm willing to work with you on that. And then during that time, Link had, I guess, buggered off and then became an old skeleton guy. And he learned some sweet-ass moves that he wanted to teach his predecessor. So he took on the form of wolf. Still, kind of shaky there on the theory, but it'd be fun to subscribe to, like I said. I might even get to meet Zelda. Her. What are the chances of that? Oh gosh, I'm so excited. And there's Link, the dopey idiot that looks off, kind of like the, just your average high schooler guy. Constantly sleeping in and sleeping on the desk because he stayed up too late just looking at manga. That's Link for you. Sure, let's wrap up early. Now, I don't go to the horse comes to me. I do like that Nightbot is actually working properly. It showed that what my name is on Twitter, what my name is on, for my podcast and all that stuff. And the nice thing is, it won't actually say anything. It'll say once every half hour. No, you're in my way. Get out of here, big eyes. I don't know why that was my go-to insult. There we go. See if I can't do this. Like, I think there's like a heart piece for doing this at a decent time. Where are you going? Where are you going? Let's see. It looks like that the adults don't have pointed ears. Yeah, that's true. Oh, go forward. I'm pressing forward, but nothing's happening. Okay, there we go. The controls were not perfected in this game. Hey, I'm 25% of the way through. I never actually looked at it like that. Now, I haven't looked at all of them, so is that 100% sure? Or were you just looking at an old dummy over here? The class clown guy. I feel like I should be able to do this in 30 seconds, but I screwed up royally. Yeah, just turn around. Keep it going, buddy. Actually, let's say Link has pointed ears. That's confirmed. He does not have pointed ears. However, I don't remember the kids having it. I don't want to challenge or debunk your theory, but now I gotta look. We gotta look and figure it out. It's so weird because who decides if they get pointed ears? Obviously, the developers, but what's the reasoning for each one? Okay, so there's Ilya. That'd be the first person I'd want to test. Does she have pointed ears? The answer is no, and she is young like us, theoretically. So it's not just adults. It looks like everybody so far but Link has round ears. However, I think Zelda also has pointed ears, so it's maybe only people of Destiny in this game have pointed ears. But Ganondorf does not have pointed ears in this game, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's just Link at this point and Zelda as a little side joke. And Midna, technically. I don't want to discredit Midna. Oh, man. It looks like they really actually worked hard on the detail of the tusk on the mayor's face there, jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Reggie. I did not jump any fences. No, sir. Never. I love how Ilya is vicious even against her father, the leader of the village. He's such a pushover between her. All humans in Zelda games, including Gerudo, have pointed ears. But look at this. This guy, the adults don't have it. So, if you say all human in Zelda games, what does that make these Ordonians? Are Ordonians not human? Baylor, are you trying to dehumanize the Ordonians? That would be really dark going that way, and I don't know how I could feel invested in you now. If you're trying to dehumanize part of the characters in this game, it's starting to get kind of rough here. Better be careful there, Morty. Better be careful there, Morty. I can't do Rick. Sorry, I don't know why I tried. Let's see. Okay, so gotta sneak over and find what's her name. All right, let's see if this guy's pointed ears. No, huh? No, and I'll. No, I'm just messing with you. If that was racist, then I would be super racist even bringing it up, or working with you on a theory about this whole thing. Honestly though, I think it is weird that only Zelda and Link in this game so far have pointed ears. Besides Midna, I think potentially, but that's because she's impish. I think in her human, or her real form, she's actually a curved ear. So there's that. Oh boy, what's the baby's? He kind of has pointy ears, but I think it's just because of bad design. All right. Ooh, interesting. Oh, here we go. I'm about to support random acts of violence by handing out the sword that I used to defeat horrifying enemies earlier. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Ooh, he looks depressed. Okay, now he's happy. Now he's depressed looking again. Wow, that was quick. That was... This guy needs an endorphin shot. Maybe some serotonin. Not to make fun of him or anything, but he's like, seriously, like, he looks awfully down in his luck there. Hey, Steve, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the show. Got about 24 minutes rung in, but if you want to come and hang out, by all means, I would be honored, kind sir. Ah, jeez. Now, Steve, I've seen you earlier on the Wind Waker thread, so I'm glad to see that you've come back. Let's see. Where are we going? Oh, we're going this way. Okay, so we distracted the kids with a huge, dangerous weapon that they're going to use some training with, and hopefully not chop their arms off. That's fine. That's not our problem. Because if they do find out, I'm just going to say that they stole from me, and that they're even worse than Yefties. Now, Baylor, I was telling you about how I was searching for rupees, and I thought there was rupees in here, but I was wrong. Like I said, I was pointing out that I was like, hey, there is in fact money. I didn't know there was only 1 rupee, though. You're a Zelda-holic, Steve? Welcome to the club, man. I'd like to say almost safely that all of us are Zelda-holics. That's not to say that you're not special, because you are. You are in your pretty own way. But it means you're in good company. We can be all special together. We have a good touching moment. This is one of my favorite songs, too, because they really focus on Malin's song, or Epona's song, technically. But I think the way Elia's theme gets done, and it does get symphonized a little bit later, like it gives a nice deeper theme to it, and I really like that. Again, do you hear the pan flute? This is actually not really pan flute. This is... I don't know what that is. That's definitely a wind instrument. If that is a pan flute or ocarina, it is playing a lot higher notes than what it probably should be doing, but that's okay. It sounds good, right? Also, it's interesting that they didn't work too hard on the character models. Like, well, they did. Like, the face and the hair, it's all static. However, they made the eyes dynamic to where they can still move that around. Because the eyes, for the most part, are probably the most fluid part of the face completely. Like here, they had Link's hair move a little bit. Oh, serious moment. Better shut the heck up, right? Ah! Okay, so shot an arrow into the back. Could be hitting the kidney. Should kill her, right? What do I know, though, right? This actually gave me a lot more emotional than I thought. I was actually kind of upset by this. They touched Ilya, my Zelda waifu of this game. Or is that supposed to be Midna? Midna or Ilya, people? Which one's better waifu? Actually, what's the answer to that? I already know. I won't tell you though. I won't tell you the answer. It's my dirty little secret. Oh. Alba King strikes again. And Link coincidentally wakes up at the perfect time. Good job. I know, right? They could have totally taken Mallow instead. That would have been funny. That would have been great, Baylor. He's just sitting there like tied up to the horn of the giant pole that Bulbin King carries, and he's always complains like, "Man, you guys are really inefficient with how you handle stuff here." Ooh, dramatic. Little Jaws theme there. Oh no, that's more like Friday the 13th. All right. Quick introduction to the Twilight realm, I suppose you could think. Hey, what's cooking good looking? Come on, you didn't even pay for the tip. How do you expect them to have a good time with you like this? Jeez. I was about to say, so is my power supposed to scare off that guy? But I realized technically he doesn't get scared off. But you don't see him when he gets circled around here. Well, shit, I'm a furry now. Oh boy. Great. And I'm looking around. Oh, it's probably over there. 1 second. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, sure, I'll save. Do that. Oh, no. Oop, oop. I love how Yeah, the Wolf Link amiibo? Me too. And I think it's so freaking awesome, dude. I figured if I'm gonna be a furry... I'll raise the camera a little bit. Yeah. I can raise the camera. There we go. I'm a goddamn furry now. Yeah, that's all it takes, right? You only have 3 amiibos. Man, that's rough, dude. I think I have actually... Oh, man, I don't want to pull my face away like that. Not that far. Let's see. I have almost every single... Oh, God, what am I doing with my cam, guys? Jeez, what am I looking at? While we get introduced by the biggest and most important character here, I would say I have about maybe a dozen and a half amiibos, something like that. All Zelda ones and a couple of ones I like, but mostly Zelda. Found you. Ooh, aren't you scary? Are you sure you want to be doing this? Nothing, Grant. Ooh, that plot though. Wolf Link, Ganondorf, and the Guardian. Good choices, by the way, Steve, because Wolf Link you can only get with HD, or you're able to get it later, but it came with HD, which, you know, it was cool. And Ganondorf looks really awesome. And then Guardian was a little bit more expensive, but it was huge. It looked so cool. Plus, you can bend the arms and stuff. That I did not get the Guardian. I will admit that right now. Let's see. And you have Wolf Link, 8-Bit Link, and 8-Bit Mario. Okay, that's nothing wrong with that. Wolf Link again, good. 8-Bit Link I do have, and I actually got 2 of them accidentally because I found a deal where I ordered online because I was really looking for it in anticipation for Breath of the Wild, but then I accidentally ordered twice. I goofed up. Then, so I gave it to somebody else. And 8-Bit Mario, I can't really defend, but if that's your thing. If that's your thing. Oh yeah. Plus you can use it to summon a wolf to come with you in Breath of the Wild. I thought that was so cool. Okay, Midna is the best companion. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right here and now. She's so awesome. it's weird because originally I could, care less for it. You have the soundtrack for the game unopened. I mean, if you can get it out, otherwise, so I guess, not a big deal, but don't deny yourself by ignoring the music. I'm sure you can listen to other ways, though. Like in this gameplay. Yeah, Midna is 100% Bae. Oh, she is nice. Like, I'm not, like, talking pervert or anything, but, like, I mean, let's look at comparisons here. Navi, Tattle, Fi, non-existing character in Wind Waker. She's totally a good companion. Now, I'm sorry, I don't want to trash talk Fi, but, if I want a 1998 IBM computer that spits out fun facts and tutorials for me, then that's who I need. Steve pictures my thoughts exactly. Thank you. It's a shame that Fi didn't have like an actual personality. She could have totally, maybe been rude or extra polite, and but maybe she could have been extra passive aggressive. But let's say Fi's like, you have a 90% chance of breaking this rock with the bomb, if you know how to do it, or something like that. Just like just a little challenge. Like, let's be a little extra snooty about it. Okay, so anyways, let's see, jump. Yeah, that's true. King of Lions with his magic, what do they call it? His gossip stone was, or yeah, I think they call it the family crest or something like that. The gossip stone to talk to you. That's the closest thing. And so, if that's the case, King of Red Lions is pretty cool because he leaves you the hell alone for the most part. He occasionally bugs you at weird moments where they think you won't know what to do, but otherwise he just totally leaves you alone, which is fine by me. Let's see. And are you okay with me skipping the spirits, or do you want me to talk to each one of them? I'll talk to this one, but if either you give me the go-ahead, I can just say screw it and just burn through this place. I mean, we got 14 minutes either way. It's whether or not I get out of this. You don't care? I don't care either. Let's do this. Minda, you are awesome. Let's do this. Figure out the best way to get out of here. Not that way. Thank you for the suspicious tutorial information. Let's see, can I get up there anyways? I think I can. That is very true. At the very end, she does, like, she gives her a moment there, which, is kind of redeeming, but we're talking, like, 30, 40 hours of progress. Do I think they make it? Or they'll make it? Honestly, this was a mock-up that I saw a while ago, but it looked kind of convincing that I was willing to think through this idea. I thought maybe, and just hear me on this, for a full $60, they would do a trilogy set where they're gonna port the HD version of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, as well as Skyward Sword, all on, a cartridge. Or maybe do Skyward Sword on the cartridge and then make Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on separate discs. That would be what I think they would do. But either way, I think they'd do it in some shape or form. I just don't know if they would try to do a combined pack. A combined pack. Let's see. We had to play through the whole game for one little piece of Fi to do that. Yes. Steve is absolutely right. But, if you enjoy the game, but you're kind of begrudging with Fi, at least they give you, like, the smallest moment of, like, reproach. It's like, okay, at least you gave us something. Like, they actually knew that we didn't care for it. Yeah, I think I'm backtracking over here. I was talking so much I wasn't even paying attention. Here we go. That's right, everything's weird. Like, I'm fine personally with having assisting characters, but I honestly probably would have been better off of talking when I needed her to, kind of like Navi. Now, I don't like sounding like that because that's pretty rude. It's like, oh, don't speak unless I'm telling you to, because I'm the man here. No, okay. But she definitely could have toned it down a little bit. Or if there was a way I could, like, limit it to only critical things I absolutely needed to know, that would have been cool too. Because they, like a pro mode. Like, you know, I don't need to hear every single thing that she had to say. Or, I know this is completely random. What happened, or let me suggest, in Skyward Sword, there is an option where if you say, I know the tutorials and all that, you don't have to teach me all the extra additional facts that I would otherwise need to know. If by doing that, they're like, I know I was goofing up. Instead of having them tell you, that 18% to do this kind of thing, she actually has flavor text. Something interesting or funny or interesting, not just the usual, oh man, it appears that this place is, even though it's full of sand, in fact, it might be a desert. Yeah. She kills the, what do you call it, the immersion super duper quick. There we go. She's not the worst, but probably not the character I would have made something in Hyrule Warriors. Just saying that. Let's see. Steve, you got a little bit for me to read here. I played Skyward Sword once, and it was right after lunch, and loved the game, but hated it and the motion controls. I haven't played it since, but I would play the hell out of it with improved controls and in a HD version. I mean, that's something they could do if you think about it with the Joy-Con. Because we got extra hypersensitivity and the gyroscope in there, so we could make that work. It would be a little weird if you did it with the Pro controller. Just because you'd be like wagging the controller left and right, the whole controller instead of doing the shield in one hand and the sword in the other. Let's see. But I too was in the same boat. I had bought it the day it came out and then played it through that weekend. So, I'm totally in the boat with you. That's the first time, or last time I, remember played it fully. And then later that year, I tried playing it in hero mode. And that didn't go all that well. As I was telling Baylor, I got all the way to the end, but then I gave up because it was just too rough playing in hero mode. And then after that, I don't think I fully played it through. So I think I might only beat it at 2 times. And that's why I was thinking maybe it's time to give it back a little love letter or something. Oh, looks like I'm being teased by Minna over here. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, where are we? Where could it possibly be? It looks like a castle, but I don't know. Problem with the Switch remake is you can play with the Joy-Cons connected to the screen. That is true. You would, they would have to tell you immediately to either play in a fixed position, which would make certain things very difficult to do because of the directional gameplay with the sword. Or it would tell you that you would have to play it detached if you're playing a handheld. Like, you would have to put it on a TV tray and then hold the controller while looking at the screen. It would be a rough draw. Absolutely. So how could they fix that? Another way they could do it, if and this is kind of convoluted, so I'm not saying this is right. The dungeons were great. You had to backtrack a couple of them, but that's okay. You had to work with it. My wife is near me, and she seems to have discovered I actually have a 2.5 foot tall, high Skyward Sword link, as well as the Master Sword. And I just got poked in the cheek by the Master... Oh, actually, yeah, it is the Master Sword. And she's about to give me a close shave on the head with the Master Sword. But, okay, so my pitch for Skyward Sword to fix the problem with the motion controls. Have a button dedicated to, if Link pushes, let's say, the B button, he swings the sword and does his thing. That's his normal, swinging in any direction. However, if he has to do... Oh, God, where am I going? Here, let me take care of these guys. There's a dedicated button that forces you to use the thumbstick to move around the sword the way you need to, almost like a Metal Gear Rising style. So, just regular sword swing in Twilight Princess, but then if you need to do precise hitting, you can, charge in and do it like that. That would be what I'd do. But honestly, I couldn't tell you if that would be the right idea or not. Let's see. It'd also be really convoluted and hard, but the only time we'd actually have to worry about doing something like that specifically would be a couple of monsters and some of the bosses. I will honestly see if I was telling Baylor this here, that I think that Skyward Sword needs to come back from, make a big return in my life, and I'd totally do that. I do have the Wii U, obviously. I would just have to... I know it's a Wii game, but I can stream it out through the Wii U, which would make life easier. I would just need to, get everything set up. You can get my old gold controller that came with the pre-order. Yeah. I still got it, man. Problem is, though, I just started this game. We're only like an hour in, and this is a 20, 30-hour game, so it's going to be a while. But, in a couple of weeks... Once I burn through this one, I think I would be down for that idea. Oh, the rolling eyes. Midnight has flavor. Ooh.
Any picture ready yet?
That was a little distinct moment there. Oh, that stinks. I had a Wii, but I gave it to my sister so she could use it for Netflix. I tried warning her, you're going to be watching Netflix on 480, which, isn't all that great if you had, maybe better on a PS3 or something like that, but she was okay with taking the Wii.
What do you want?
Plus, I gave her a copy, because I got multiple copies of Zelda, of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Don't shame me, but I actually had more than one copy of each, just in case, one broke or something like that. And gave it to for it so my nephews could play, which I don't think they can appreciate just yet, because he's only about 6 years old. But he likes the idea of running around swinging swords, so, start him young. Break him in a little bit. Oh, is Zelda about to turn into an apologist? Yes, she is. Oh, this is my fault. I shouldn't have done all this. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm a furry now for some reason. You see the ears? I have no idea what's going on, dude. Ooh, Twilight Princess. Named titular title's sake. Look at you, Minna. You're dropping the big bombs. Listen carefully. I have no idea who this person is, but she's hiding behind a Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts robe. And a scarf, because she's looking good. Also, I want to point out that I don't know, okay, question for you guys. In the Twilight realm, is the temperature the same as where it was when it was normal, or does it turn into room temperature? Does it turn into the opposite temperature? What kind of temperature do you think it is? Okay, now Steve, you're missing a word or two here, so I'm going to work with you. If I ever kids, they playing Zelda, they're going to have a good childhood. Okay. If I ever have kids. No, you have all the words. I was the dummy. Yes, the 100%. One of the first things, I would love to put a 3DS and then have, Link Between Worlds, have them play that immediately. Or just let them play, Breath of the Wild and let them understand that games aren't fair. They're not nice. They're mean. I love how I got, the short, fat guard over there is completely dead. It's so sad. That's Darwin's theory at work right there. Oh, this is cool. This is a good introductory of the antagonist right here. They did a great job here. Because they always do it in flashbacks, if you think about it, how they introduce villains more often than not. With Zelda particularly. Yeah, I would be the fat guard too. Don't worry. No offense to either of me. See, this guy, he's I don't know, 5'2". If he had an extra foot on him, he'd be hanging on the ground. He'd just be like, "Ah, man, my neck really hurts." However, I'm gonna say, for the good of everything, that guard is actually well alive. We do see a short, stocky guard later on over in Telma's bar. So I'm gonna say it's that guard. He's alive. He's well. Why they would hire two, short, fat guards, is beyond me. But that's okay. And no, I'm not fat shaming the guard. I'm a pretty big fat guy too, so I'm not gonna put the heat on him, because I would in fact be the guard. How he got the job is beyond me. Good connections, I guess. Obviously, it wasn't for his sword play because he didn't last too long in the fight. Also, further question: why did they burn down the castle, or was trying to burn down the castle, if they're just trying to turn the whole thing into freaking Twilight realm? They want to keep the castle, so why would they do that? Yeah, I'm 6'3", so I'm kind of tall too. I'm not super tall, but I'm kind of up there, enough to dwarf some people. But I know, I'm sorry, baby. How tall are you? You're 5'4"? 5'3". Okay, so I got a good solid foot on you. Oh, jeez. But it's weird because I'm 5'3", and the average height is like maybe 5'6", 5'8" for most folks. But when I see somebody as tall as me, if not taller, I get really intimidated. It's kind of like having the small dog thing, except I'm a big dog that gets threatened by other big dogs. And it's weird because I could have a super tall guy, nicest guy in the world. I feel like he's going to murder me at any moment because he's somehow taller than me. It's like, holy crap. I thought I was a monster, but dear God, you're an ogre. 6'1". That's good. He got some height. Got some build. And here's Super Serious Zelda with the weirdest looking earring. You see her earring? It's just a hunk of steel that she just slapped into his ear, or his ear, her ear. And then of course she has her headpiece that looks like it's painted on. Why does she have hunk of steel just slapped? Like, did she accidentally get stapled? You're in a wheelchair, so you look up, everyone. Well, that's a rough luck, man. I mean, I don't want to ask you about your story, but stuff like this, always brings up the question and the thought. So, you keep it to yourself if you want to, but go right ahead. I won't blame you if you're like, oh, man, it's a long, a tale as long as Twilight Princess, about 26.5 hours. Yeah, she is, but she's also, like, really straightforward. Have you ever seen the meme where, you ask a question and it shows each of the Zelda's responses? Like, this is going to get kind of dirty and pervy here, so muscular dystrophy, yes. Actually, I saw that on your Twitter, and I would say I'm sorry and all that, but that is a terrible situation. I do sympathize with you, and rough luck on your end. But thankfully, I'm glad that you're able to at least, watch me and play your own games and enjoy. If it ruined your gameplay playing Zelda, I would say that would be the worst thing in the world, and you are, in the worst position, but you got some stuff going for you at least, so I'm very happy for you. I think that's the safest answer, right? Without getting burnt to the stake. I feel like if I say one wrong thing, I'm going straight to hell. Make me nervous, Baylor. At least you're not Princess Zelda, who had to staple, like, heavy-duty staples to her ear. And I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, there's a meme where you ask each of the Zeldas, and I know I said I was going to stop at 9 o'clock, but now I kind of want to keep talking because that's the way I am. It'll ask like a question, it'll show the response of each of the Zeldas, and I was going to say, it's getting dirty because there was one where it's like, have you ever had butt sex? And each of the Zeldas was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible, why did you do that? But then you had Twilight Princess Zelda's like, bring the lube. And it's like, oh, she's going to take you on. It's like, oh, she's the ballsy one that doesn't want to mess around. And she's willing to, show you who's boss. So I always thought that was funny how she was like the super dark, serious one. That's also kind of dangerous in an anime kind of thing. And Baylor, thank you for not being easily offended. I got some pretty thick skin too, but, if I'm in a rough spot in something, even if I'm used to it, and if somebody, throws me a curveball in the wrong way, I'll act up. I'll get rough about it. I'm not proud of it, but I can get very tempered if I feel like there's some injustice coming our way. Meanwhile, Minda is still teasing us about the fact that we're in Hyrule Castle. But I think it's like Zelda reaction meme is what I'm thinking. What's my favorite version of Zelda? Either Tetra or Skyward Sword Zelda would be yours. It's funny you should say that. I was going to say Skyward Sword Zelda because she's I was talking earlier how I'm not a big fan of the whole regal sense. And, most of the Zeldas are all regal, with the exception, I would say, either Skyward Sword Zelda or Breath of the Wild Zelda. Zelda, and that one is more, she's trying to be trying to work on to become a priestess of swords, but she's also a researcher. And yes, Breath of the Wild Zelda is kind of, she can be pretty bitchy, but it's more that she's like really upset about the world, but she's not really thinking about others so much as herself. So I would say less bitchy and more selfish, but she also has very higher stakes going for her. So I can reason with her and try to maybe not defend her, but I can understand. However, absolutely, Skyward Sword Zelda, not a trouble in the world. She's not a princess. She's just a lady trying to do her thing. And, by titular need, she's... And titular, I mean by the namesake of the title being Legend of Zelda, she's she has a faded purpose. So absolutely, Skyward Sword Zelda is probably the best Zelda. Plus, she has the coolest style. Meanwhile, I'm not gonna say a dang thing. Also, she dresses really cool. Actually, I wonder if there's an amiibo for Skyward Sword Zelda. I don't think there is. No, I think what I'm thinking of, there's a skin for Skyward Sword Zelda in Breath of the Wild, and not the Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors. There we go. And she looks cool in that one. A lot of booty shots. Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto did the world a favor by giving her yoga shorts. I guess you could say. That's one way of viewing it. I don't think there is just yet. Oh, Minda's messing with me a little bit more.
You need help to rate you always do what me. Take away one time. Give me fair was time. Need a seat beer.
But you never trust words, you know.
Been to school right here.
Alright, so she wants a sword and shield. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Also, if you guys ever bother to take a look, a lot of stuff that Minda says, it sounds like gibberish, but people actually have pieced it together using algorithms to find out like what she's actually saying. I think it was either in Japanese or actually might have been in English. So she's like speaking like garbled English. Just Google Minda what she's really saying, and you can actually hear the translator what she's really saying. And a lot of times, it's actually some of the stuff that's being read. Give it a look up. Anyways, I am gonna stop you here. I know it's very sad and all this stuff because people are watching me. Guys, go ahead and follow me if you haven't already. I know most of you have here, so that's great. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Just a heads up because I go out of state every Monday. However, there's a good possibility on Tuesday when I come back home that if the cards are played right, I might be here playing some Twilight Princess. Absolutely, 100% time we'll be streaming on Fridays and a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. However, Tuesday is a good possibility. It depends if the wife gives me permission. Like Wolf Link here, I also have a chain around one of my legs, and if it gets shaken too much, then I can't stream. But thank you very much for watching, you guys. If you want to, keep updated, you can, wait for the Twitch thing to pop up, or you can check me on Twitter. I'm at 2xTyler. And then if you want to listen to me talk, we actually got a podcast coming out tomorrow. It's called Casual Master Quest. I won't give you the big pitch. Don't worry about it. You see the Nightbot thing. Go ahead and follow that if you're really that interested. Otherwise, you guys have yourselves a great day. May the furry be with you, and I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Steve, Baylor, you're my number ones right now. Love you. Mwah.